The warning signs have been made, and it's becoming more and more clear that the intention of the Fed is for more Americans to lose their jobs. Folks, now is the time to prepare, if you haven't already, for the coming wave of thousands more jobs being lost as we approach the holiday and New Year, with growing effects crippling businesses and the economy in a whole, with the possibility of is that it's not just the railroad, it's not just tech, it's not just Amazon and Walmart and Google. It's happening everywhere, folks. Now, granted, there are still some jobs available. There are some companies that are still hiring. But I do believe that the rate that is going to be lost, the folks that are going to lose their job, is going to be greater than those that can get a job. And the jobs that are available, or perhaps maybe can be used to replace their income, is going to be drastically less than what they were earning prior to. This is all depending on your specific industry, your specific market, your specific sector, your specific certification, your specific experience, your resume. There's a lot of factors that come into play. So I don't want to just make it a blanket statement that the job market is collapsing and no one's going to have a job. The data that is being shared is that we're expected to see unemployment rise by about 1% by the end of next year. So that would mean we'll be close to a 4.5% unemployment rate. So, 4.5% doesn't mean everybody's out of a job. It doesn't mean that no one's hiring. It doesn't mean that there aren't opportunities. But what has struck me most today is folks that are actively seeking solutions and actively preparing for the warnings that they're seeing happening around them or actually to them. With some folks being in the group, the collective group of being laid off recently. And fortunately, coming across, or us crossing paths and asking, hey, reaching out, joining the group and asking questions like, all right, what options do I have now? With others not having lost their jobs, but looking for beginner tips on investing, beginner tips on getting into gold and silver, beginning tips and strategies and ideas for protecting their wealth, protecting the savings, the money that they've earned. They're budgeting down. And some of these folks actually have a considerable amount of disposable income that they are not looking to spend. They're not looking to just save. They're looking to invest and grow and hedge against inflation and further insulate them and their families from the effects of inflation in the economy and the Fed and global conflicts and everything of the sort, while also interested in investing through building businesses, which is of growing popularity here recently. Like, I can't believe how many people are actually starting to step up to the plate and take the necessary steps and actions to reach out. And there's nothing wrong with reaching out. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. And the fact of the matter is that I like it and I enjoy it. I enjoy having the conversations, but I enjoy helping people learn about the opportunities and facilitate some of the helpful tips and connections and point them in the right direction to make these things happen. So it's encouraging to see that. I feel as though I wish it didn't take the current financial and economic situation, the current pending doom and collapse of the economy, and thousands of jobs and unemployment to persuade and motivate people to take these steps. However, we are here, and we're not gonna, cry over spilt milk. So it is what it is. I just wish it didn't take the negative to make folks want to, start to wake up and realize, hey, I need to be doing something, probably more so than what I have been. And I need to stop saying I want to. I need to stop saying I need to. I need to stop saying I have to. I need to stop saying, oh crap, I wish I had already done it, and just actually do it. Because, what'll happen is perhaps maybe 2023, the Fed gets their wish. Unemployment goes up 1%, maybe unemployment goes up 2%. The Fed cannot control everything. The Fed, they have ideas, they implement strategies with the monetary policies, but what happens after that is out of their control for the most part. And if you, a spouse, a loved one, a sibling, a child, a close friend, a family member, whoever it may be, finds themselves in a situation where it says, man, here we are, January 2023, I just got laid off. And I am not prepared for this financially. I have zero money in savings. I have zero prospects. I have no investments to fall back on. I have no additional income streams. So my best bet is to try to find a new job. More than likely just anywhere, because the job that I had, the career path that I was on, has seen so much layoff and so much catastrophic destruction and turmoil that the competition is increased like almost 1,000 fold. So with increased competition, all that's going to do is drive down your earning ability and earning potential, with so many other folks out there looking for a job, willing to do the job, and ultimately for less, because they have to have the money coming in, and or they need the benefits. A job loss can really hurt you with benefits. Now, with that being said, oftentimes folks are not super interested in leaving a job or even beginning to build something for themselves because they rely so heavily on benefits. But I'm gonna tell you guys right now, benefits, you can create your own benefits. You can have access to your own benefits. I hate when people tell me that they're taking a job, they're making $45,000 a year for benefits. Well, how about you go out and you start a business where you can make $200,000 a year and you spend 20 grand a year on benefits and you net 180? Come on, think about it. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to get excited about that, but it really fires me up when I hear people give me these really pathetic and irrational excuses as to why they have allowed themselves to fall in line with this ideology of just being a slave, for lack of better words, lack of better terms, to a job or an employer who will lay you off and fire you and terminate you at any given time when the time is necessary. If the Fed continues pushing for higher interest rates, further softening the economy and creating more pain for families and businesses to try to bring down inflation, these businesses are going to continuously feel the pain that they have been seeing, as the consumers that are supporting them heavily are pulling back and only focusing on necessities. Now, perhaps maybe you're in an industry that is only focusing on necessities. So that would be housing, transportation, healthcare, and food. That's pretty much it, really. Maybe security, because security is probably going to come into a higher demand here soon, depending on how these effects, create some changes in the country, as folks have kind of pushed to like a last resort. You guys know what happens when that happens. Hopefully we don't get to that point, but perhaps maybe security can be included in one of these necessities as far as an industry and a market and a sector that I would want to align with, to make sure that I am financially secure and protected. Now, simple fact of the matter is, I'm excited to see so many more people taking the steps to secure themselves financially, with a lot of them of various different walks of life, income brackets, location, education levels, experience, but most of them are beginners. And, simply just looking to generate the income. Like I said, if you can make $1, if you can figure out how to make $1, you can figure out how to make two. If you figure out how to make two, then you can figure out how to make 3 or 4. And so with that being your entry level threshold, it makes things so much easier because I don't need to go out and start a business as a beginner. I don't need to start a side hustle or try to generate a passive income stream as a beginner, with my initial goal being bringing in $20,000 a month. Granted, $20,000 a month is extremely doable, but if I'm a beginner and I'm still employed and I'm budgeting correctly and I'm financially responsible with the money that I do have, the credit that I do have, and the financial decisions that I do make, then guess what? I don't need to make $20,000 in the first month. I can set my goal to make $100 the first month, which is extremely easy. Then if I can figure that out, then I can scale it to make $200. But odds are, if you figure that out and you scale it to make 200, the next month you'll probably make 5. The next month you'll probably make 1,000. The next month you'll probably make 5,000. And beyond that, there will possibly be a ceiling to that income threshold. But if the ceiling on that income threshold, let's just say, is 10 grand a month, well, then you'll figure out relatively quickly how to execute on that as a beginner to generate this $10,000 a month, which then will turn into a passive income stream that you can then shelve it and start another one. You can start another venture. There's no limit to how many you can start. And the secret to passive income is, the best passive income streams, in my opinion, are the ones that are active first. So you got to put in a little bit of work and effort to get it started. But once you do, then it's running, it's up and running. Then you got an amazing passive income stream that you've learned as a beginner. Huge value there. If you guys want to know more, links in the description. But the simple fact of the matter is, there are jobs at risk. There are warning signs being shown every single day. Please don't ignore them. Please prepare. Tell your family to prepare. And I want you guys to be safe. I want you guys to be smart about everything you're doing. I want you guys to invest and save and make a lot of money. And I don't want you to get swallowed up by the economy and the Fed and inflation and a recession, possible longer, deeper recession, despite what the media is telling us. So you guys think about that. And if you got any comments, just drop them down below. I love to engage with you guys and comment back and forth. And as always, you can contact me. My info is in the description. I will not try to contact you in the comment section by WhatsApp. It's not me. But if you do want to have direct access to me, come on over to the group and join the network. You guys take care. Be safe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.